One of the questions I'm asked all the time by people, and it's a question I love to hear, is, Bear, you're always talking about how important it is that I read the Bible. And I do, but I don't get a lot out of it. Am I doing something wrong? What is it that you do? Well, I love that question because it shows me that that person is very close to experiencing God in their lives. Now, the Bible says this is not that hard. God says in Deuteronomy, now what I am commanding you today is not too difficult for you or beyond your reach. Now the word is very near you. It is in your mouth and in your heart so you can obey it. And as I think about what it is that I do in my quiet times each day, it really comes down to doing 4 things over and over again. And if you do these 4 things, assuming that you've taken a couple preparatory steps, you've prepared your home, meaning you've carved out a time and space where you can devote to this and be undistracted, and you've prepared your heart. You're all in with this. Your heart is hungry. You are ready to seek God. Assuming those things are true, then following these 4 steps will move mountains for you. And here are the 4 things that I do. Read, reflect, write, and respond. The path that you must travel on. Hey, that rhymed. To rightly wield God's mighty sword and find the knowledge of the Lord. I can't help it. I can't help it. Let's talk about the first thing today. And it might seem the most obvious step, but in some ways, this one is the hardest. You have to read. And some of you might say right off the bat, but I don't read. You know, it's not nice to lie to me. I don't appreciate that. What's this sign say? Yep. What did you just do? Oh, you read. There are people on this earth who do not know how to read. That does not include you. So stop hiding out behind excuses that you might have heard over the years. You've been given a great gift to live at a time and place when this is at your fingertips. And being able to read is a great gift. I take a great interest in reading about the American Revolution. Just something I'm interested in. I'm reading a biography right now on Alexander Hamilton, one of the founding fathers. This book inspired Broadway's hottest ticket right now, in fact. It's February as I do this. You can't get a ticket to Hamilton until next winter. And it's written in rap. Ha! Well, it's interesting about Alexander Hamilton. Alexander Hamilton was a poor, illegitimate child born in a backwater island in the Caribbean in 1755. So you do the math. That means when the American Revolution began, Alexander Hamilton was 21 years old. And this young 21-year-old man became George Washington's most trusted aide-de-camp. His right-hand man, his public relations director and chief of staff rolled all into one. Not only did during the war did Hamilton handle most of Washington's correspondence and run secret missions for him, but in his spare time, he wrote essays and articles laying out the framework for America's future system of government and economic system. All this from a guy in his early 20s. So how did he go from a street rat existence in 1755 to 21 years later, beginning a career that would elevate him to becoming one of the pivotal figures in the American Revolution? You know what it was? He read. What he learned about economics came from books. Oh, he was a shipyards clerk for a couple years as a teenager. That's like going from being a cashier at Walmart to the Secretary of the Treasury. What he knew about military strategy, he learned from books. What he learned about political philosophy came from books. You want to enrich your life? You want to advance your life? You want to sink the roots of your faith deeper and deeper? Then, my friend, you gotta read.